Tonight's guests are Tony-nominated actors who are currently starring in Death Becomes Her, which has been nominated for 10 Tony Awards and is on Broadway now at the Lunt-Fontanne Theater. Please welcome back to the show Jennifer Simard and Christopher Sieber, everybody.
Oh
welcome. I said welcome back to both of you, but this is the first time you've been here at the chair and at the couch. You both were here for performances of musicals you were in. Christopher, you were here for The Prom.
Yeah, that's me right there.
There you are. That was a live performance here.
Kicking it.
Jennifer, you were in Mean Girls. There you are, up there. And I imagine, obviously this is different than that, but how different was this to doing it in your Broadway show, which you often had to do later that night? Was it surreal to do it on a TV show?
Well, yes, because Tina Fey was standing right there looking at me saying, I know how that should be done. No, she's a good pal, and it was the greatest job. I loved it so much.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is odd because here you can't see at home, but the audience is a little far away, and on Broadway they're right next to you.
Absolutely.
They're right up there. So it was a little odd, and not having the applause and the crazy reactions from a TV audience as you do on Broadway, because but it was cool.
You have crazy reactions from your show every night. Congratulations, you were nominated for a Tony, 10 Tony nominations overall. You and your co-star Megan Hilty both nominated as well. This is a raucous show, and you must be getting that Broadway reaction you were just talking about every night.
Yeah, this is the kind of show I think we've needed since the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, the audience comes, you escape your problems, you laugh. Pure entertainment the way a Broadway show was meant to be done, and we're having a blast.
Yeah, if you want a lesson or anything like that, there isn't one. Yeah, there's no message. It's just pure funny. So
that must be nice to do something that is pure funny.
We really need this right now.
Yeah.
And you two have known each other for a very long time. How did you first meet?
We met in 1904.
Picture it.
Yes, and
1904.
Sieber's always in my contract.
Always is.
But no, we've worked together a bunch, and we just thoroughly enjoy working with one another, and it makes the chemistry wonderful. We did Company together prior to this.
Fantastic. Wonderful Sondheim show.
Yeah.
We did Shrek the Musical. The Musical together.
Yeah.
We did tons of readings together, and she had said during Company we had to do jujitsu. She really had to kick the crap out of each other.
Yeah, and we had COVID all at the same time.
And we had COVID the entire time.
Yeah.
Right, so you didn't each have COVID. You meant it was during COVID, or you had?
The entire company got it at one point, all 10
of us.
And when we came
That's
back...
nice for everybody to get it at the same time.
Just at the same time.
Out of 14 people, 10 of it got. 10
wow.
Yeah, it was.
But
it was
I know
quite something.
that experience, though. He's lying on top of me in the fight, and this was right after we came back and we were healthy. And his nostril had one drip of snot.
It happened.
Into my mouth. And
Great.
I remember telling him, we got back to our dressing rooms, I was like, I want the 401k. I want the house. But that's how close we are. And, I said, we're married, essentially.
We're pretty much married.
Christopher, you have there's like a 4-minute song where you're very drunk.
Yes, I get drunk.
You get drunk over the course of it. And do you enjoy playing drunk? Have you had to do it before?
Well, it's actually, this is the first time I've actually had to play drunk, but about 4 years ago, I got sober. What? Yay. And so I was just saying, like, during this, I was telling the prop person, because there's a big bottle of, like bourbon that my character Ernest drinks, and they didn't fill it far enough. And I kept saying, no, I need this much to feel this, and this much to... And they said, how do you know this? I was like, I'm an alcoholic. That's how. That's how. And so it looks amazing because I have the experience of it.
Yeah.
So...
this is, of course, based on a 1992 film, a fantastic movie, fantastic cast. Where, do you remember when you first saw it in theaters?
I do remember, and you'll probably remember this theater because we grew up in the same town.
We did, yes.
So, do you remember the South Willow Street movie
Of course I remember.
theater?
The South Willow, that was, they had more screens.
Then the Bedford Mall.
Yeah, the Bedford Mall was the other one, yeah.
But I went to the South Willow Street Cinema with my ticket in hand, and there was a fire in the theater that day. It didn't burn the whole building down, but of course you couldn't see the So I held on to this Death Becomes Her ticket for decades.
Did you think, were you like waiting for a refund, or?
Well, I was on a date, maybe. And so,
that's a good
you
reason to
have your
save a ticket
boyfriend
stub.
box, right?
Yeah.
So you have that, right? You have your boyfriend box.
I do.
Boyfriend box, yeah.
I will say, like, I do take omens. So, like, when we're going on a date and the place we're going burns down, I'm like, this probably isn't meant to be.
Well, it's a perfect omen in my case because here I am on the Broadway show.
So how long do you think you saved it?
What's that?
How long do you think you saved the ticket stub?
I'm not kidding. I saved it for decades, and I was so devastated. I've moved so many times. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? And I couldn't find it. But
All right. Well, this is better. This is better than a ticket stub. This is a fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a viral moment, which is a weird thing to say about a play, right? Because they're not historically known to go viral. But there is a viral moment happening from a line of dialogue you have in the play. Can you share this story for us?
Yes. So I woke up one day and people are saying, Jen, do you see that all of these celebrities are doing it? Madonna recently did it, I guess. But it's a line, you might have heard it from the show, but I say, that was rude. That was pretty rude. And so everyone is doing it with different funny memes. And I think Madonna released something saying when she released her, she got criticized for releasing the way she felt when she released her sex book and got criticized for it. And now everyone's naked. So let's hear it from Madonna because she was ahead of the curve.
You are both incredibly vicious to each other in the show. Now, obviously, this is scripted viciousness. But do you think it helps to know that you actually have a loving friendship when you deliver lines like those?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're like a married couple. You know, we really are because we know each other. Actually, we know each other's bodies pretty well too because we're always climbing on each other.
Yeah.
But it's true. But it is funny. And the lines that are written and some of the ideas that we come up with even during the rehearsal process. That would be funnier if I could insult you really badly, really here.
Yeah, and there's one moment in a big number at the end of Act 1 where I actually straddle Christopher's back, and that came because we had to create something new because of something with the gown by Oscar winner Paul Tazewell. Thank you very much.
There you go.
So in order to play hate with someone, there has to be a trust and love underneath it, and we certainly have that, my dear friend.
Yes, thank you.
And it's a pure joy every night.
Well, congratulations. It really is a special show, and pure joy is definitely needed right now. And congratulations on its success. Thank you so much for being here. Jennifer Simard, Christopher Sieber, everyone, Def DeComes are playing now on Broadway at the Lunch Fontaine Theater. We'll be right back.